Welcome to IT Boost YouTube channel. Kotlin Android App Development. Lesson 10. Dynamic Image Switcher. Android Image Switcher is a user interface widget that provides a smooth transition animation effect to the images while switching between them to display in the view. Image switcher is subclass of view switcher which is used to animate one image and displays next one. So we can try an example. So I will go to my Android Studio. I will click new. I will select empty activity and I will click next and I will say image switch app for the name and the language is Kotlin and click finish. We have to make our graphical user interface. I'm using the default layout, constraint layout, and for the layout here additionally we have to, these lines will be in default mostly. Additionally we have to give a ID for the layout, right? So in the previous videos for the other widgets we have given IDs. Say in this lesson only I'm thinking we are giving ID for the layout. So here Android ID constraint layout. The layout, the ID of the constraint layout is constraint layout, right? And I am placing two buttons, right? So button 1, the ID of the button 1 is preview, PREV, right? And the text, we are passing the text from the strings XML value, right? So, and another button for the next. So here the image view, for the image view, we are going to use the programmatically, we are going to create the image view. We are not going to place an image in the GUI. Programmatically, we are going to create the image view. So we are going to learn that one also. So there are two buttons, previous and next. So we have to make our GUI. So I'll go to my Android Studio, activity main XML, code, and I will add my GUI, right, ID, right. So for the button, for the two buttons, we are passing the button text value to a string XML. So we have to add these two lines in the string XML, string name, next. So these are the names we are calling from the string XML. So I will go to my res folder, values and string XML. Under the string XML, I will add the two values for the button, next and previous. So now this error will be go the red line, right? So this is going to be our user interface initially, the next button and the previous button. Now we have to make our Kotlin file. So before making the Kotlin file, we will see the different methods of image switcher widget. The first method is set image drawable. It is used to set a new drawable on the next image view in the switcher. Set image resource. It is used to set a new image on the image switcher with the given resource ID. Set image URL. It is used to set the new image on the image switcher within the given URL. Right. So creating an image switcher in main activity Kotlin, we have to declare array variable flowers, array variable called flowers, which contain the resources of the image used for the image view. So private, so this is the first, right? Flowers, it's array variable, int array of r dot drawable flower 1, flower r dot flower 2, flower 3, flower 4, like that, right? Then we have to create the image switcher in the main activity Kotlin file and set image view to display the image. So here the image switcher set factory, image view, application context, image view dot scale type, image view scale type, fit center, right? Fit center, image view set padding, all the attributes. Here all the attributes we are setting through the programmatical, right? Setting padding, all the four sides, top left, bottom right, and image view. And also we should add the image switcher to the layout. So var C layout, find view by ID, R ID. So to the layout we have to, why we have given the ID in the, I told that this is the example, we are giving an ID to the layout, because to the layout programmatically we have to add the image view. So that's why the identifying that constraint layout, referencing the layout. After that C layout, add the view image switcher, adding the image switcher. So these are the things we have to do. So to do these things, first we have to import all the classes from the package. These are the bundle is default, it will come animation, button class, image switcher class, image view class, and the constraint layout class. So we will import these. So in default you will have this OS bundle. Out of that, all the classes we have to import. Now we have to the array variable, right? Here the array variable. So in my case, private val flowers is the array variable. Int array r drawable flower 1, r draw flower 2, r draw flower 3, flower 4 and 3, right? So and the index variable, to identify for the index for the array, we need the index variable. So that is initially 0, right? So we will add this array variable and the index variable. So here when you add the array variable, here this array variable values should be the image names in your drawable folder. So these are the image names: flower 1, flower 2, flower 4, flower 3. So you can make your own images also if you want, or you can find out some flower images, JPG type, and you can copy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that one in my rest folder, drawable folder. So I will take some images from my file. So in my, I will find some, I have already saved some images. Oh, where are those? Oh, here, flower 1, flower 2, flower 3, flower 4. So I will select these all 4 images and I will copy that one, right? So what are the image name that should be here given. So here go to the rest folder, drawable, right click on the drawable folder and click paste and paste it to the drawable 24 version and press OK. Now see the error went because we have the images, right? So the array values are there and the index. Right, next we have to do the image switcher. Right, here we have to initialize the image switcher, this one. After that, this image switcher set factory, right? Programmatically we have to set the image viewer and setting that one to the layout, right? And after that, the animation unit location. So here val img animation units load animation, this Android animation slide in left image switcher in animation img in. For image out animation unit load animation, this Android or a slide out, right? This is slide out in left and for the out. For the previous find view ID, the previous button, we are referencing the previous button from the XML. For the adding the on-click listener and index, if index is less than minus, if not, it means less than index minus 1, right? Minus 1 less than equal to 0, then index minus 1 else 1. And image switcher set image resources, because the index will be start from the 0. So we have to take the array index from the 0. That's why we are making this condition. For the next button, index if index plus 1, right? Because it should be added from the 0. When you click from the index, you should have to add. If it is previous, you have to reduce the index. That's why the plus 1 flowers size index plus L0. So we have to add these lines. So I will add this line after my right. Now we can test our application. I will click run app. So the Gradle build running. You have to wait for a few minutes to start. Launch succeeded. You see, we got the app. You can click next. Yeah. Previous. Go back. Right, our application is image slider. Here we have the image switcher on the here. So try this example and learn the image switcher. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and learn about the image switcher in Kotlin Android app development. If you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, comment in the comment box.